5 heroes and villains we need in the prequel era for Battlefront 2. So while planning this video, it was originally going to be a one video, but then I thought about it and my list had way more than just 5 heroes, so now it's split into 3 videos. 5 heroes in prequels, 5 heroes we need in the sequels, and 5 heroes of course we need in the original trilogy. And it will also be heroes and villains, so don't worry, I'm just saying heroes because that's what Battlefront likes to advertise, just saying heroes. Also, I won't be adding any main characters, so like kind of given ones like Anakin and Obi-Wan, or ones that we already know that are confirmed like Darth Maul and Yoda, because if Darth Maul wasn't confirmed, he would be my number 1 pick. Anywho, let's get right into it. Number 5, Jango Fett. The reason he's so low is because he's basically the same as Boba Fett, just with different weapons and abilities. It'll be really cool though playing as Jango in Battlefront. I don't know, to me Jango did a lot more than Boba. He like started an entire clone army. To me that's just better than what Boba did. I'm not a huge fan of Boba Fett, so don't yell at me. And besides, Boba is a clone of Jango, so they're basically the same person. But to me, playing as Jango would be refreshing and new. Plus, who wouldn't want to have those double pistols by your side? I'm also going to speculate what their 3 abilities will be. So the first will be wrist rockets or his jetpack rocket. But the jetpack rocket would only be a one-time use, so they better find a way to balance that out. Another one would of course be a flamethrower, and the one I like the most is kind of like an orbital strike, but instead of the regular strike, Slave 1 comes in and either drops the bombs we see in Attack of the Clones, or does a ground strafe run. Number 4, Delta RC-1138. This one's going to be a little bit of a change. So you know how in Battlefront 1, the villains like Krennic and Palpatine can have special units like Death Troopers and Royal Guards? Yeah, so with this one, the special units would be the remaining members of Delta Squad. So Sev the Sniper, Fixer the Technician, and Scorch the Weapons Guy. I feel like this would give a very different take on the hero system for Battlefront, make your special guard units more valuable than ever, because they all could benefit from one another in ways like recharging your star cards if they have them in the game faster than usual, stronger shields, stuff like that. And Delta Squad is canon. They were in one episode of the Clone Wars, so hopefully we will see them in another form soon. And what better way to introduce them in a video game? So this is going to be special because the other squad members should have something, so I'll give them 2 abilities each. Delta Squad Leader Boss should have an ability where he can heal the surrounding members on your team, kind of like a ring of health per se. Second can be a configuration like in Republic Commando, but each configuration is random, so one time it could be a regular blaster, then a sniper, and then a grenade launcher and so forth. I feel like this could bring a cool dynamic into the game, as you are forced to adapt to your weapon on the go. And finally, a thermal imploder as the last ability. For the other squad members, one ability would be one configuration unique to that character, so Sev configuration would be a sniper, Scorch would have a grenade launcher and so forth, and their second ability would just be a grenade of some sort. Number 3, CAD Bane. CAD Bane is probably one of my favorite bounty hunters. Not only is he cool and just flat out amazing, he's also really good weapon-wise. He has jetpack boots, which could be useful just like Boba Fett, and the signature weapons. Holy crap, I love the sound of them so much. And the emote things that we have Battlefront 1, just hearing his voice will be the icing on the cake for this character. CAD Bane would be a perfect addition to the Battlefront villain roster, and would be a definite fan favorite. Plus, we haven't seen the blue duo in a while, so this could bring some life into the character again. So CAD Bane would be similar to Boba Fett. His jet boots would take up 1 slot, just like Boba Fett's jetpack takes up 1. Another would be where he shocks a target, like in the Clone Wars in that one episode where he shocks Ahsoka Tano. But it would be a high risk, high reward kind of scenario because he would have to actually touch them. So they would have to find a way to balance that out. And some kind of a grenade, because CAD Bane loves his grenades. Number 2, General Grievous. Does this character really need an explanation on why we need him in the game? No, not at all. Grievous would be a perfect addition into this game and would be terrifying to clones. I remember in the original Battlefront 2, whenever you faced Grievous, you weren't coming out alive. You were dead, no way in stopping that. And I miss that, to be honest. It would always be fun running away from the cyborg, panicking, then him finally catching up to me and killing me. The first Battlefront kind of lacked that to me. Whenever I saw heroes and villains like Greedo, Jin, Nea Nub, Luke, or Han, I didn't run away. I wasn't scared at all. I just charged them and did as much damage to them as possible. But I feel like bringing General Grievous back into the game would hopefully bring back that terror for whenever a villain comes on the battlefront. This character's abilities would be a lot of fun to do. Okay, so one similar to Boba Fett's, which is with his jetpack, it's always there. You can use it all the time, so one ability could be where he extends to 4 arms instead of 2 and wreak havoc. The second ability could be similar to what he does on Utapau with Obi-Wan. I'll just throw up a clip I'm talking about right now. And finally, he can have some sort of dash, because I remember in Battlefront 2 he had a dash, similar to what Luke does in Battlefront 1. And finally, number 1, Ahsoka Tano. Oh, Ahsoka. this game would be the first time we aren't seeing her in animation form, which is why she's number 1. She's a huge part of the Clone Wars, and having a game that's set in the Clone Wars without her would feel like it's missing something. She was a perfect addition to the Clone Wars show and the Star Wars universe itself, so seeing her on the Battlefront would give me goosebumps as my childhood memories come back to me. So Ahsoka's abilities can be kind of tricky. There's not much shown, like she's just a lightsaber combat person. So Ahsoka's abilities could have one similar to Jango Fett's jetpack where she activates 2 lightsabers, and you can have that for an unlimited amount of time until you want to change back to 1 lightsaber. Another one could be a saber throw, because we've seen that multiple times in the show. And the third one, we can see a speed increase, because Ahsoka can run pretty fast. So yeah, I'll be doing a video like this for every era. This of course is a prequel era. The original trilogy era, I will do 5 heroes and villains that we haven't seen yet, so all the heroes and villains that are in Battlefront 1 won't be on that list, as well as the sequel era, shortly. So look out for those as well. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like, blast a like, and all that good stuff. And if you are new, subscribe for all things Star Wars. I do literally everything Star Wars, and I feel like you would really love my channel. So yeah, this is the First Order, signing out.